Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the finale of the Kiwanis Festival for the Performing Arts 2025. The stars of the festival welcome on a beautiful Stratford evening. We wish to recognize the long history of Indigenous people on this land. In particular, we wish to acknowledge the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and the Wendat. May we all live in peace and respect on this land and friendship with each other. I'd like to introduce our host for the evening from CJCS Stratford, the voice of Stratford, our favorite broadcast journalist, star of the evening, Mr. Jamie Cottle.
Oh my goodness, what an introduction. Thank you so much, Rod. Well, good evening and welcome. This is the night where we celebrate the highlights of the 2025 festival. It is Stars of the Festival. We have got an amazing evening in store for you. First off, want to welcome to the stage, I don't think he will be singing tonight, it's just a hunch. City of Stratford Mayor Martin Ritzma is here.
Thank you, Rod, and thank you, Jamie. Do I have any of my friends from Anne Hathaway out in the crowd? Any Anne? There we go. So it's good to be in front of you tonight. I won't speak long. I'm dating myself, but I'm sounding a little bit like Janis Joplin. And if I break into me and Bobby McKee, you'll understand why. But certainly my pleasure to bring greetings on behalf of the city of Stratford. My pleasure to be in front of and be humbled by so many outstanding performers that are with us. I want to begin by first and foremost thanking all individuals involved in this year's performance. I know this stretches across many cities. After tonight's event, I'm heading to Kingston. My granddaughter, who is 9 years old, Frances Rose, was involved at Kiwanis this year in Kingston, and she's going to perform tomorrow morning, so we're making our way to Kingston tonight. So it touches a lot of cities, a lot of families. I want to thank the families that do support individuals in their household and beyond. I want to thank all the coaches. Certainly want to thank the sponsors, and City of Stratford is a strong sponsor of the Kiwanis Performing Arts. So have a great evening. I'm going stage right here in a moment, but certainly wish you well. I know you'll be well entertained by so many different and talented acts tonight. Thank you very much.
All right, as mentioned, this is really a night to celebrate the highlights of the 2025 festival. And those highlights don't just belong to those who had a really good day when they performed at our festival, although those accomplishments are certainly well worth applauding. We also want to celebrate, well, the less tangible triumphs, such as our newcomers, those who performed what they've been working on in front of people they don't know for the very first time. Congratulations to you. We are so glad that you chose our festival to make your debut. And for those who may not have had the best day when they performed at our festival, but that didn't let that stop them. That is one of the most valuable lessons to come from participating in a festival like this. That sometimes things don't go the way you'd like them to, and it's what you do when that happens that matters the most. Kudos to everyone who might not have had their best day, but who persevered. That takes guts, real guts, and we're so proud of you. And of course, the teachers and accompanists who work so hard to help our performers do their best. Let's give them all a round of applause. All right, I think they're ready to go. Our first performance comes from one of those teachers. Kendra Pearson brings us the junior choir from Ecole and Hathaway to sing There Is a Melody by Dave and Jean Perry. And please welcome them. All right, a very big thank you to Akendra and the students who came to perform for us today, and especially since today was a PD day or PA day. How about that? They weren't at school today. We should thank their parents too, many of whom are probably in the audience this evening. So next we have invited two of our first timers to entertain us with the piece they played for their adjudicator, Erica Tran. First up is Julia Baker, who will play Reflection by Matthew Wilder. Please welcome her to the piano. Well done, Julia. First timers, so we certainly hope to hear a lot more from you in the future. Now, following her is Everleigh Boss. Now, Everleigh is going to treat us to March of the Terrible Trolls by Linda Niemath. Enjoy. Again, great job, Everleigh. Again, a first-timer. I think we can all feel how terrible those trolls are. I felt like creeping back to the stage here. All right. Moving along, some of you may know that dance was introduced as a category in this festival, and we are lucky to have two sets of dancers with us this evening. First up are Alita Faulkner and Faith Richards from the Minto Dance Academy, who are going to shake it up for us in a jazz duet. Wait till you see this. Enjoy.
Don't like waiting, let's go right now. Gotta hit the ground, dancing for the music slows down. What I'm saying, if there's something to fix, take it to another level. This is the remix. Everybody get out on the floor. It can get a little crazy when the kick hits the floor. Make a scene, nobody can ignore. Don't knock it till you rock it, we can't take it no more. Bring the lights up, bust the doors down. Dust yourself off, shake it up. shake it up. You gotta change it up. And if the day's not right, just brush it off tonight. Put on your attitude, your in my pocket mood. And when you've had enough, shake it up. Bring the lights up, bust the doors down, dust yourself off, shake it up, shake it up. DJ set it off, take it up a notch, all together now, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Bring the lights up, bust the doors down, dust yourself off, shake it up, shake it up. DJ set it off, take it up a notch, all together now, shake it up, shake it up. Shake it up.
Whew! Shake it up. My goodness, talk about energy and pizzazz. Well done, ladies. Thank you so much. All right, now to keep that energy going, next we're going to dip into some music theater songs. We'll welcome Lennon Hasanbegovic to do Gee, I'm Glad I'm No One Else But Me from Anne of Green Gables. This is going to be an absolute treat. We're so thrilled that Lennon could be here this evening. So we're going to get Lennon all set up, and Lennon, whenever you are ready, you can take it away.
Once I thought I'd like to be a blossom growing on a tree, white and pink and lazy as can be. But I'd be king just in the spring, so then I'd think it over. Gee, I'm glad I'm no one else but me. If you sit around and find the world is gloomy and it isn't just your cup of tea, it's easy to imagine that it's rose and bloomy. You can think the things you want to be. So when all is said and done, imagining's a lot of fun. But when there are battles to be won, be what you are, it's best by far, and soon you'll be in clover. Gee, I'm glad I'm no one else but me. Mr. Cuthbert, why do you suppose your roads, why do you suppose they're so red? Do you suppose that it could be loans of tragic destiny, dripping from a blood-stained family tree? An evil spell that did compel the founders of this island to meet their doom and perish terribly. Picture now the vicious strife that this would have caused back in all the olden days of yore. Family and feuds engaging, drenching all your local soil with gore. Though, as far as I can see, I've just cleared up the mystery of why your roads are red perpetually. The answer's found not in the ground, but in your imagination. Gee, I'm glad I'm no one else. Gee, I'm glad I'm no one else. Gee, I'm glad I'm no one else but me.
Amazing. What a voice. Oh, musical theater, here we go. Well done. Thank you so much, Lennon. Now, our next song comes from a new voice category. So many of the songs that young people want to sing now come from movies, television, or film that that we now have a category called Songs from the Screen and More. Now, Winnie, Jewson, and incidentally, Winnie's name is spelled wrong in your program. It's actually W-I-N-N-I-E. So Winnie has probably gotten, shall we say, impatient, waiting for her turn to come. She's going to tell us about that in this song by John Forster from the musical comedy television special, How to Eat Like a Child and Other Lessons in Not Being a Grown-Up. Waiting, waiting. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Winnie.
School is over, so here I wait for my mother, who, as usual, is late, waiting for a disorganized adult. Nothing's more exasperating or more difficult. I bet I probably could have crawled home by now. I need a drink that's chocolate and milk come from a chocolate cow. It makes you think, oh no, all gone. Nothing makes you thirstier than waiting. Maybe I should have pitched a tent. Pretty soon I'll have pneumonia or an accident. What if she clean forgot she said 2:30 and never showed? What if a lion that escaped from the zoo came down the road? I'd disappear without a clue, and there'll be nothing anybody could do. Oh mom, please hurry, Mom. It's not easy to stay calm while waiting. My foot is asleep, my therm is dry. Water. Who says that I'm too old to cry? Lines are loose and I am stuck all by myself, a sitting duck. Oh, hurry up, Mom! It's about time!
Amazing performances tonight. Great job, Winnie. Thank you so much. Wonderful. All right, we now have a special treat for you. For those who were here last year, heard our next performer via video recording. She had entered our festival virtually from Markham for several years, but this year she and her parents decided it was time to find out how wonderful Stratford is for themselves, and they've driven here to be with us here tonight. And please welcome Theodora Chung, who will be representing this festival in pop violin at this summer's provincial competition. Theodora. The prayer, lovely. Thank you so much, Theodora. We're so glad you and your family decided to be here in person, here in Stratford. I think Theodora was mentioning earlier in Stratford, they got some Tim Hortons. Welcome to Stratford. There you go. Now, in person isn't as easy for our next performer. Now, some of you will remember Talitha Blois from last year when she participated in the first featured musical Anne of Green Gables. She chose to perform Anne Shirley's impassioned song Apology in the festival, and we invited her to perform that at last year's Stars concert. Now, since then, she and her family have moved back to China, but thanks to the magic of technology and despite the 12-hour time difference, she continues to work with her Stratford voice teacher, Barbara Dunn-Prosser, and was able to enter our 2025 festival. That's amazing. We'd like to share one of her recordings as a lovely indication of how her skill as a singer is developing. Please direct your attention to the screen and enjoy Talitha doing The Winsome Rover, arranged by Christine Duncan. Enjoy.
Came over the hill, down through the valleys so shady. He whistled and sang till the greenwood sprang, and he won the heart of a lady. Ah-dee-doo, ah-dee-doo, da-day, ah-dee-doo, ah-dee-day. He whistled and sang till the greenwood sprang, and he won the heart of a She left her father's castle gate, she left her fair young lover, she left her servants and her state to follow the winsome rover. He is no drifter, Father dear, but Lord of these lands all over. I'm going to stay till my dying day with my whistling winsome rover. Ah-dee-doo, ah-dee-doo, da-day, ah-dee-doo, ah-dee-day. He whistled and sang till the greenwood sprang, and he won the heart of a lady.
Well, I think you'll agree nothing will ever replace the live acoustic experience, but I hope you'll also agree that good things can be done with technology too, and it's rather amazing that Talitha is on the other side of the world and continuing her work with the Stratford voice teacher. That is incredible. Okay, our next treat is one of several family acts in this evening's concerts. We'd like you to meet the Chu brothers from London, Ontario. Spencer, Oliver, and Finn all play the violin, and they're all entered our festival for the first time this year. Some more first-timers. It seems the talent does indeed run in the family, so they're all going to play for us this evening. Now, first up, please meet Finn Chu, who will play Youngster Dance by Zelenyi. Enjoy. Well done, Finn. Thank you so much. Well, it seems like energy runs in the family too, so let's see how much energy Oliver has. Please welcome him to play the first movement of De Berrios's Concerto No. 9 in A minor. Oliver. My goodness. Well, I think we can say musical energy runs in the family. And it does take energy to play anything by Paganini. So here's Big Brother Spencer to do Paganini's Caprice number 5. And we're in for a treat. Spencer, whenever you are ready, take it away. Wow. What a ride. Thank you, Spencer. Thank you, gentlemen, the Shoe Brothers. Thank you so much. Now we're going to revisit the Minto Dance Academy. So please meet their intermediate music theater group who will show us their moves with Third Rock. Enjoy. think the word is awesome, and great energy this evening. Incredible. Thank you so much, ladies. All right, our next performer will demonstrate the art of accompanying himself on guitar for the song Wheat Kings. And if you know your Canadian music, Wheat Kings by a Canadian band, certainly one of my favorites, the Tragically Hip. So please welcome Beckett Gloor, who will be performing this evening. Is Beckett here? Oh, here's Beckett. There we go. You bet. All right, so we look forward to Beckett's performance. He's going to get all set up, again performing Wheat Kings by the Tragically Hip. Whenever you're ready, enjoy.
Of the prairies, we kings have our treasures buried, and all you hear are the rusty breezes pushing around the weather ain't Jesus. Simple lottery sees the killer's face. Maybe it's someone standing in the killer's place. 20 years for nothing, well that's nothing new. Besides, no one's interested in something you didn't do. Kings and pretty things. Let's just see what tomorrow brings. There's a dreamy dreams where the high school's dead in stock. It's a museum and we're all locked up in it after dark. The walls are lined of yellow, gray, and sinister, hung with pictures of our parents, prime ministers. And pretty things. Let's just see what tomorrow brings. Late breaking story on the CBC. The nation whispers we always knew that you go free. That you can't be fond of living in the past. 'Cause if you are, then there's no way that you're gonna last. Kings and pretty things. Let's just see what tomorrow brings. And pretty things. Oh, that's what tomorrow brings.
Very nice. I think Gord Downey is looking down and smiling, certainly for that one. A great rendition of a Canadian classic. Thank you so much, Beckett. Well done. All right, this festival has certainly been blessed for many years by families who embrace and celebrate music. And one such family are the Sills, who have been loyal participants for many years as new Sills children were added for several years in a row. The family now numbers 10 in total, 8 children and 2 parents, all of whom sing. But tonight, Dad has to work, so we're going to be treated to the younger generation doing Caesar Frank's Panis Angelicus. Please welcome them to the stage, the Sills. Beautiful, the way the voices just fill the hall. So I guess you could say Austria has the family von Trapp, so I guess Seaforth has the family von Sills. There you go. We look forward to hearing them every year. And thank you to David Murray, too. Now, again, my apologies. I have a slightly different order than on the program. So staying with the classical voice category, please welcome Aubrey Kailan. Now, Aubrey will be representing us in that category this summer at the provincial competition and would like to do one of her selections for us this evening, and she has chosen Longing by Samuel Barber. Please welcome Aubrey. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, Aubrey. And by the way, this year the provincial competition is being held in Kitchener-Waterloo, making it wonderfully convenient for anyone from Stratford. And our provincial team would love to have support in the audience when they perform. And the Ontario Music Festivals Association is also looking for volunteers to help run the competition between June 9th and 14th. You can likely chat with either Pat or Deb for details on that. So we are heading back to the piano, this time for some jazz. Nolan McKee is going to do Jason Sifford's Jazz Nocturne Incognito. Please welcome him to the keyboard. Nolan. Wow. How's that for silky and smooth music? I just felt like sliding back to the podium. Well done, Nolan. Thank you. Really enjoyed that. Okay, our next group couldn't be with us this evening, but fortunately, we have their recording of their rather unique performance. Deanie Westman runs the school for string players, but she also has extensive credits in voice and choral work and believes that her string players should learn to sing to bring out the musicality in everything that they play. So she entered a group from the Stratford Strings Academy in a choir class where they both sang and played. So once again, thanks to the magic of technology, please direct your attention to the big screen to enjoy their rendition of Palestrini's Duna Nobis Pacem. Enjoy. Well, there you go. And you might be interested to know that Dini is reviving the Stratford Youth Singers, which was derailed by the pandemic. And I believe there are postcards on the table in the narthex for those who are interested. So great news there. All right, music continues here. Our next pianist, Arya Nuthulapati, received top marks for his rendition of Joe Hisayashi's One Summer's Day. And we're in luck. It will be performed for us this evening. Please welcome Arya. Beautifully done. Splendid. Thank you, Arya. Well done. All right, I think for this next one, we're going to get your toes tapping, quite possibly. If anyone is in the mood for some fiddle music, please welcome back one of the Sills family, Matteo, who not only sings, but is also an experienced fiddler. He'll be representing this festival and this summer's provincials, as fiddle has now been added as a competitive category. Here's Matteo to do Teardrop Waltz, Swallowtail Jig, and Buck Fever Rag. There you go. Take it away, Matteo. All right, thank you so much. Great job, Matteo. Now, I saw some toes tapping out there. I saw some heads moving along. Now that we've got you, how about some saxophone next? Please meet Quinn Rieck, who will keep those feet moving, maybe those heads bobbing too, with Black and Blue by Barry Cockcroft. Please welcome Quinn. Nice job. We were bopping along with that one. Polished performance. Well done, Quinn. Thank you so much for that. Now, our last few performers present quite a wide range of musical styles, if you will. From the recent blockbuster movie Barbie, Sophie Gingerich will be taking What Was I Made For by Billie Eilish and her brother Phineas to the provincials in the Songs from the Screen and More category. Another musical family in the works? Well, here she is to perform it for us. Please welcome to the stage, accompanied by David Murray. Please welcome Sophie. Wow, beautiful. Well, you can see why Sophie was recommended to represent this festival in this category. Thank you so much to Sophie. Now, continuing with a category that requires deft finger work and wonderful musicality, please welcome classical guitarist Elżbieta Czerniak to perform Tarantella by Johann Caspar Merz. So we're going to get things all set up, and please welcome Elżbieta to the stage to perform for us this evening. So great to have her here. Welcome. Bravo indeed. Now, not only was that a beautiful rendition, but we're so pleased that Elsbiata came all the way from Toronto to be with us here for tonight. So thank you so much for being here. Well, we've got one more treat from the classical piano department. Jackson Adair will do Chopin's Etude Opus 10, number 1. Please give him a warm welcome. Jackson. Wow. Now, Jackson has been chosen to pursue music when he started university in the fall, so we look forward to hearing more wonderful playing from him in the future. Thank you so much, Jackson Adair. Hasn't this been an amazing evening? Wow. I mean, these young performers and entertainers, let's give them a round of applause. What a night. Wow. And thank you so much for being here. We now have a special treat to close the performance portion of our evening. From Kitchener-Waterloo, making their way to the stage, please welcome the Buddy Choir from our studio. And they will be performing Rainbow Connection by Jim Henson. Let's hear them and let's give them a warm welcome.
I just announced that our conductor tonight is Kaylee Kay.
Well, good evening, everybody, and for those who don't know me, my name is Deb Mountain, and I've been involved with this festival for a lot of years, and it is my pleasure tonight to recognize the excellent performances we have watched and listened to during the 2025 Stratford Kiwanis Festival of the Performing Arts. In front of you, you will see just a portion of the trophies that were awarded this year, as many were presented at the sessions and the encores. This year, each winner was given a notice about their trophy, including who donated it, when it was first presented, and what the criteria is for winning it. It also notes a brief history of the donor if we know that information. Trophy winners can keep the trophy for about a year and then needed to return it to us for presentation at the next festival. You will also receive a plaque that is yours to keep. The information about how and where to have the trophies and plaques engraved, as well as information about returning the trophies, is on the back of the notice. If you are receiving a financial award, you will also get a certificate with some information about it. Awards will be paid by e-transfer, so please make sure that we have your correct email address. You don't want to miss out on that money. We are lucky to have so many awards to give out tonight. Over $10,000 worth of awards will be announced. We have always encouraged our award winners to send thank you notes to the donors of these awards to show your appreciation for their generosity. I see a lot of those donors in the audience tonight, and I know they enjoyed your performances. This year, we are asking you to send the notes to us, and we will make sure that the donors get them. The address information is on the back of your certificate. Now here's the clincher. Once we have received your note, then we'll release your money. And now let's get on with the presentations. Just a couple of notes about how this will happen. I will be calling you up in groups by discipline, so when you hear your name, please make your way to the stage. Once everyone in a category is on stage, awards and trophies will be announced and presented. Please stay on stage so we can take a group photo after you've received your awards. I ask the audience, I know this is going to be hard, but I ask the audience to hold your applause until all of the winners in the category are announced. Then you can give them a thunderous ovation. All right, congratulations to all of you. Now we'll first start with the school awards, and if someone is here to represent the schools as they're called, that would be great. So, Ecole and Hathaway Public School, Avon Public School, Milverton Public School, Little Falls Public School, Stratford District Secondary School, Jacob Hesper Secondary School, Grand River Collegiate Institute. If those people could come up, please. Okay, I see Ecole and Hathaway, and I see Stratford Secondary School, or if there's any students from those schools, they could come up too. All right, I'm just going to announce the awards. Some of the trophies have already been given, but Ecole and Hathaway received the Debbie Mountain Trophy for Best Primary Choir, and tonight they received the Donna Pham Award for a School Choir. Avon Public School, I don't see anyone here, but they won the David Strawn Trophy for Junior Choral Speaking, Malcolm Macbeth Trophy for Junior Choir, and they will be receiving the Mr. and Mrs. William Davis Award for a Deserving School Choir. Milverton Public School won the Jocelyn Memorial Trophy for Mixed Choir, grades 1 to 6, and they are also receiving a Donna Pham Award for a School Choir. Little Falls Public School won the Doug Mountain Trophy for Best Primary Grade Choir, and also the Ida Coleman Memorial Scholarship for a Deserving School Choir. Also, they won, this trophy is here tonight, they won the Bottomley Trophy for the Best Overall School in the competition. Stratford and District Secondary School has already received the Ben Scott Trophy for Most Deserving Secondary School Senior Band, and the Jazz Band Trophy for Best Secondary School Jazz Band. They are also receiving tonight the Yindel plaque for the Best Overall Secondary School Band, the Harry Yindel Award for Best Overall Secondary School Band, and the Anne Gregory Award for Ensemble for their jazz combo. Two other schools that aren't here tonight, Jacob Hespler won the Gordon V. Thompson Trophy for Most Deserving Secondary School Band and the Donna Pham Award for a school band. And Grand River Collegiate Institute won the Sister Valencia Trophy for String Ensemble and a Donna Pham Cash Award for a school band. So let's say congratulations to these schools. Oh, I know she looks like a student, doesn't she? Well, I know. I'll take this. Yeah. Okay. And the jazz combo. Yes. You get it all? Yes. And did you get yours? Oh, you got it. Thank you. Yeah, you're together. You're together. Yes. All right. Thank you very much. Now I will be calling up quite a large group of winners in the voice category. So if you hear your name, come right up to the stage. Elena Sills, Rayansh Jaswal, Sophie Gingrich, Sean Mendez, Aubrey Kailan, Jacob Sills, the Stratford Strings Academy, Lennon Hasanbegovic, Sophia Zari, Lawrence Stweetbergen, Winnie Jewson, and Beckett Gloor. Okay, I'm going to start announcing what these are. Elena Sills won the Patricia Million Trophy for Excellent Achievement in Voice. I think that's been at their house before. And the Miriam Root Award for Classical Voice. Scarlett Heaton, who is not here, won the Hislop Memorial Trophy for Most Promising Vocalist in the Preparatory Beginner level and the Earl Clark Award for Voice. Rayansh Jaswal has won the Pounder Plaque for Excellent Achievement in Voice and the Mountain Family Award for a Promising Singer. Sophie Gingrich. You go so quickly. I know. There you go. Okay, well we can sort it all out at the end. Some of these people aren't here. Sophie Gingrich has won the Dave Fisher Trophy for the Best Pop Voice and a Mountain Family Award for a Promising Singer. Sean Mendez won the Cooperators Trophy for Excellent Achievement in Voice at the intermediate level and a Joan Heel Scholarship for Classical Voice. Talitha Blois won the FP Poly Trophy for Most Promising Vocalist Primary Elementary and a Joan Heel Scholarship for Classical Voice. Aubrey Kailan won the Small Family Trophy for Opera or Oratorio, the Wallace John Skinner Trophy for Best or Most Promising Vocalist Senior Level, and the Kathleen Anderson Scholarship for Vocal Achievement. Where is she? There's Aubrey right there. You have read them all so quickly. We have absolutely no clue. But okay, I'll take a breath. Jacob's here, right? Then Jacob Sills has won the W.B. Rothwell Rose Bowl and the Small Family Award for Opera or Oratorio. Now the next two award winners are from the later stages category, Nora Martin and Steve McInnes. They're a married couple, a retired married couple, and they each won a trophy and also an award for later stages performer, but they have donated that back to the festival. And then the Stratford Strings Academy, Aubrey can take that one too, has won the Thelma Wilson Memorial Trophy for Chorus 15 years and under, and the Roy and Doug Barkley Memorial Award for students of instrumental and vocal. Lennon Hasanbegovic has won the Hutchison Morrison Family Trophy for musical theater ages 10 and under, and a Sing for the Joy of It Award. She sure showed that. Sophia Zari is not here. She won the Hutchison Morrison Family Trophy for musical theater ages 11 to 12, and the Hutchison Morrison Family Trophy for music theater best overall performance, and the Hutchison Morrison Family Award. Ariadne Desiel won the Hutchison Morrison Family Trophy for music theater ages 13 to 14, and a Small Family Scholarship for Promising Female Vocalist. Nia Loosemore and Rose Hewitt won the Hutchison Morrison Family Trophy for Musical Theatre Duet. Malaya Walcom won the Hutchison Morrison Family Trophy for Junior Music Solo. Reese Campbell won a Sing for the Joy of It award. Winnie Jewson, here's somebody that's here, won a Carlingford Women's Institute Award for vocal performance. As well, Beckett Gloor has won a Carlingford Women's Institute Award for vocal performance. And Rachel Regier has also won a Carlingford Women's Institute Award for vocal performance. So these wonderful singers, let's give them a round of applause. Great, thank you very much. You can go back now to sit. We're trying to get this done as quickly as possible because I know you've been here a long time. In the strings department, Theodora Chung, Finn Chu, Oliver Chu, Spencer Chu, Matteo Sills, and Elzbieta Cherniak. All right, there's Theodora first. She has won a Kiwanis Festival of the Performing Arts Award for Strings. Dan Wong is not. Dan Wong, who had a really little guy playing the cello, won Lauren Francis Trophy for Most Promising Strings Player, Primary Elementary Level. Oh, he is here! Yay!
Deborah, which award do I need to give?
For Dan Wong, the Lauren Francis Trophy.
Oh, Dan, it's big. But I bet you can check. What do you think? Well, he's going to stand here and have his picture taken.
Come right up here. Now, our three Chu brothers, Finn, Oliver, and Spencer, have each won a Perth Regiment IODE Award for Strings. Finn has also won the Bertanger Trophy for Most Promising Strings Player at the junior level. Oliver Chu has won the Ambrose Verney Cave Trophy for Most Promising Strings Player intermediate level. And Spencer has won the Kiwanis Music Festival String Trophy for Most Promising Strings Player diploma and above. Matteo Sills has already received the Kiwanis Festival of the Performing Arts Senior Fiddle Plaque, but also receives the Doris Westman Fiddle Trophy for Best Fiddler in the competition and the Doris Westman Memorial Award for Most Promising Fiddler. Elzbieta Cherniak has won the Stephen Francis Memorial Award for Guitar, and I don't think Eva and Lauren are here, but they won the Federation String Trophy for duets. Okay. So Matteo, did you find Matteo's?
Oh, is there?
And Elzbieta, did you get yours yet? Okay. Elzbieta has a Stephen Francis Memorial Award. There she is at that. Elzbieta? Elzbieta?
Yes.
All right, congratulations to these award winners. Thank you. We can go back down. Okay, now we're on to piano. Justin Molina, Daisuke Fego, Gordon Paul Miller, Connor Liu, Cheyenne Gerber, Eleanor Romo, Efren Terbeck, Jackson Adair, Osana Mikitka, Nolan McKee, Arya Nuthulapati, and Ruth Moore. I'll start with somebody who's not here. Olivia, I'm not going to attempt her last name, won the Christina Tuff Trophy. Justin Molina, are you here, Justin? Yeah, there. Okay, Justin Molina won the Pollux Piano Trophy, and he also is receiving the Mary Jean Yunt Award. Daisuke Fego, he won the Crescendo Piano Trophy and the Carl Wittig Award for Outstanding Achievement in Piano. Gordon Paul Miller won the McTavish Piano Trophy for Most Promising Pianist Junior Level. And also, he and his dad won the Shaw Family Trophy for Best Family Ensemble and the Shaw Family Award for Best Ensemble.
Are they here?
Gordon Paul is here.
Okay, it's a big...
Yeah, it's a great big... Did you have that last year too? You did, yeah, so he knows all about that. Bigger than he is, almost. Okay. Sophia Joubert won the Mary Jean Yunt Award for Piano. Matilda Chan won a Mary Jean Yunt Award for Piano. Magda Schultz won the Dorothy Bickle Trophy, the Lawrence C. Small Trophy, and a Marjorie Loft Award for Piano. Connor Liu, he's here. He won the Ronald Golden Yunt Trophy and also an Earl Clark Award for Piano. Cheyenne Gerber, Carl Wittig Award for Outstanding Achievement in Piano. Nathaniel Kwok, the Gerhard Wiedemann Trophy. Nathaniel? Jenna Cressman, the Bear Family Trophy for Most Promising Tri-County Pianist in the intermediate level. Logan Nargang, the Cook Family Trophy for Most Promising Tri-County Pianist Junior Level. Menglin Yon, the Ann Scott Mumford Trophy for Most Promising Pianist Intermediate Level, and the Mark Krause Memorial Award for Intermediate Piano. Mia Chen won the Allegro Trophy for Most Promising Pianist Diploma Advanced Level. Mason Lee won the Grace Maxwell Trophy for Most Promising Pianist Senior Level, and the Marjorie Ballantyne Award for Senior Piano. Eleanor Romo, she's here. She won the Norma Hoyt Trophy for Excellent Achievement in Piano at the intermediate level, and the George and Jessie Peters Memorial Award for Intermediate Piano. Paige Schlotzes won the Radiant Star Trophy. Efren, are you here? Oh, there's Efren. Efren Terbeck won the Normal School Trophy for Stratford competitor with the highest marks in piano classes, and it was a high mark. And KFPA2025 Festival of Performing Arts Award for Piano. Jackson Adair has already received the Laura Crespi Trophy for Most Promising Pianist at the open level, and the St. Mary's Trophy for Excellent Achievement in Piano at the open level, and the Stonetown Entertainers Award for a student studying music at the post-secondary level.
Are Efren and Jackson here?
Yep, Efren is there. And there's Jackson. Edward Zong won the Charles A. Bird Trophy for Excellent Achievement in Piano at the senior level. Ellie Vandekamp won the Norman Wilkes Challenge Trophy for Best Performance of a Canadian Solo. Osana Mikitka, she's here, right here, won the Jesse Schlichter Award for Senior Piano. She's here. And Nolan McKee won the Dr. J.L.I. Memorial Bursary for Piano. So he's here. And Arya Nuthulapati won the Beta Sigma Phi Preceptor Epsilon Plaque. Say that in 5 times fast. For the Most Promising Pop Piano, and the Mary McNaughton Award for Best Pop Piano. And he's right here.
He is right here.
And is Ruth Moore here? Jackson, she's your teacher, right? Okay, she's won an award as being a teacher of a student who wins for a Chopin piece, so maybe you could take that. Great. Wonderful pianists here. Let's give them all a hand. call Kailan Mills to the stage. Here she is. You'll have to come up one of the sides, and if you want to go to the middle mic. We're now down to our last few awards, and these awards are very special. So, first to talk about the Brian Emery Award for an Outstanding Musician, we have Caroline Mills.
Good evening. My name's Caroline Mills. I'm here representing St Mary's Presbyterian Church this evening. Brian Emery was our music director and friend for over 23 years. Unfortunately, Brian passed too soon in 2013, and in his generous spirit, he left a bequest to the church, which was immediately put into a trust fund to commemorate Brian's memory and to offer opportunities for musical advancement. And so the award for the Brian Emery Excellence in Music was created, and this year we were very pleased to give that award to Emil Grimes.
That's right. Now, Emil unfortunately could not be here tonight because he's performing at another concert. He's a very busy young man, but he did perform last night at the Bunker for us, and we presented this award. I'll tell you a little bit about Emil. He's a talented young brass player from right here in Stratford. He has entered our festival for many years. Last year, he won first place at the provincial championship. So not only did he win here, but he also won for Ontario. And he will be representing us again this year. So when he was presented his award last evening, he was absolutely thrilled and touched, and he's a very well-deserving candidate. So thank you, Caroline. Now, the next award, called the Spirit of the Festival Award, was sponsored by Tyrone Guthrie and the Kiwanis Festival of the Performing Arts in memory of Becca Shaw. Becca Shaw was a young girl who died in a tragic accident in 1999. She was a keen participant in the music festival who had received the Spirit of the Festival Award in that year. The festival director at that time recalled this story about Becca. In one of her classes that year, Becca had been unhappy with her performance. Undaunted, she returned the next week to perform in another speech arts class. She presented the adjudicator with a beautifully decorated box to which she had attached tiny slips of paper, each listing one of the pointers that the adjudicator had suggested to her the week before. Undoubtedly, Becca Shaw understood that the purpose of the festival was not to gain a prize or defeat a rival, but to pace herself on the road of excellence. For this award, this year we are honoring a few of the very wonderful families that we have in our festival family. These families have entered the Kiwanis Festival many times and have shared their talents with us. Not only do the performers display the spirit of the festival, but so do their parents, who provide encouragement and support for their artistic endeavor. This award will be shared by 3 families, and when I call your names, I'd like the whole family to come to the stage. So let's welcome the Sills family, the Miller family, and the McKee family to the stage, please. Moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas, whoever can come up. And you heard something from each of these families tonight. Are you coming too? Come on. So congratulations to these 3 wonderful families. And the littlest one gets the award, and he's running with it. And now I'd like to call Heather Herman forward. Heather is the president of the Kiwanis Club, and she is going to talk to you about a brand new award this year. Sure. Yeah. Okay, do you want to stand on the mic?
Good evening. I'd like to just add my thank you and my welcome to all of you for being here to support this festival and all of our fine performers, our stars, this evening. The festival would not exist without our sponsors, individuals, families, organizations, businesses that have supported us financially year after year. The W.G. Young Funeral Home here in Stratford has been sponsoring the stars of the festival for the last 40 years, actually since the concerts began. They've helped us recognize the talents of countless performers as we have celebrated their successes and encouraged them to develop their talents. In honor of this long relationship, the festival has established a new award. The W.G. Young Award recognizes the senior spirit of the festival. Now, I know that Wayne Young is here this evening, and I'm not going to ask him, I'm going to tell him to come on up and say a few words.
Thank you, Heather. It has been our pleasure in the last 40 years to sponsor this evening, and it just gets better every year, and this year was no exception. I have one story I'd like to tell you. About a year ago, I saw a newspaper article, and it was about festivals like this across the province of Ontario. And I wouldn't normally read on, but there was one line that jumped out at me, and it said this, that there were several festivals that praised and envied the Kiwanis Festival of the Performing Arts, Stratford, Ontario. So I thought, well, there's more to this story. So it turned out that the writer wrote that these other festivals had envied the people who planned and orchestrated this festival. They had praised the Kiwanis Club for their long-time commitment. They had envied the scope of the performers that come to this festival from everywhere, and they praised the parents, the educators, the musicians, and last but not least, the host of volunteers it takes to make a festival successful. So thank you for us for being a very small part of this festival and their always success. And we're humbled that you put our name on this award. Thanks very much. On behalf of my wife, Joanne, and our son, Greg, thank you, thank you.
I now have the pleasure of presenting, for the first time, the Senior Spirit of the Festival Award to our studio. Anyone who has had the pleasure of hearing the performances by the students from our studio, which we were lucky enough to this evening, cannot help but be touched by their enthusiasm, love of performing, and encouragement and support of their friends. There's no question they display true spirit when they perform. Congratulations to our studio on receiving this well-deserved award.
So that concludes the awards part of our proceedings tonight. And from hearing all of the performances tonight, you know how much all of these young people have deserved these awards. I think I missed one. Now that I think of it, I didn't do this one page, I skipped over it. So it doesn't really conclude it. Did I get the, I didn't get these ones. So sorry, I'm going to ask Alita and Faith, Talia, August, Kristen, Garrett, and Quinn to come forward. Sorry for the anticlimax. I think I just skipped the page, sorry. So, the Alita Faulkner and Faith Richards are receiving the Audrey Conway Award. Is Talia here? Yes, Talia Pereira has already received the Marnie Marie Otto Trophy, and she receives the Michelle and Ted Boniface Award for Excellent Live Performance. I don't think any of the composition, your composition. You are August, right? August Davies is winning Mary Tolton Award for Composition, as well as Jacob Goulas, who was also a composer. Kristen Velinoff. Kristen, are you here? Oh, there you are. This is a special award tonight. Kristen is receiving the Festival Trophy for Outstanding Speech Arts, but she's also receiving the Kiwanis Festival Award for Speech Arts, and we're giving this tonight in recognition of the longtime volunteer service of Shirley Whiteside. And Garrett wins the Bruce Monroe Memorial Scholarship, and Quinn Rieck receives the Ozzie Carter Memorial Award for Instrument. Thank you. Now that concludes the awards part, and I don't know who's next. Is it Pat or Ron? Okay, I'd like to call Ron to this.
Thanks, Deb. Good evening. As Deb mentioned, I'm Ron Bailey. I represent the organizing committee that helps Pat and Deb run the festival. And first of all, I'd like to thank all the participants who came tonight, and also thank the audience who came to support the participants. Now, I've been involved with the operation of the festival for 5 years. I do it because I love watching the young performers get on stage and summon up their courage to perform in front of everyone. But as you can imagine, a festival such as ours requires a lot of money from the community to run. And this year's festival would not have been possible without the generous financial support of many individuals and a number of corporate sponsors. So I'd like to thank everyone who donated or sponsored, and also I'd like to acknowledge the contribution from some of our major sponsors, including W.G. Young Funeral Home, as previously mentioned, the City of Stratford, as mentioned by Mayor Ritzma, RBC Dominion Securities, Home and Company Realty, Swanson's Jewelers, Powell Architecture, and the Stamp House Bed and Breakfast. So thank you. The festival takes place in April each year, and over that time spent it takes place each year in April over the time span of a month. But it requires the efforts of a large number of volunteers for both Kiwanians and non-Kiwanians throughout the entire year to make it happen. So I'd like to now publicly thank the volunteers, which many to mention, for their efforts. But our committee was saddened this past year to have one of our long-serving members pass away. His name was Ron Fisher. He served for 25 years on the finance side of our festival. He died in November. And thank you for your service, Ron. We miss you. And our Festival of Performing Arts has been going for a long time. This year was the 98th edition. The festival was originally run by the Stratford Music Teachers Association, but the Stratford Kiwanis Club started running it in 1952. Again, a long time ago, even before I was born. Since that time, thousands of children and adults have participated. Some performers had brief musical experiences, while others went on to professional careers. with a career was Jewson, who grew up in Stratford and performed in our festival many times. Now she's a composer and playwright in Toronto and is enjoying tremendous success. Her play, After Life, is now playing at the Edinburgh Theatre in Toronto. So whether you're here for an artistic experience, as a brief interlude or a long career, the Kiwanis Festival of Performing Arts is there to help you along the way. And I'd like to now introduce the Executive Director of the Kiwanis Club to you, of the Kiwanis Festival to you, Pat McKinnon. Pat? Now, Pat does both the organizing and all the artistic directing for the festival. She does so with unlimited energy and passion for what she does. And because of all your efforts, Pat, come on up. Okay. I'd like to present you with these flowers for all that work you did. Now I think it's time to
You've all been here a very long time, so I'm going to make this really quick. Those of you who are in the festival this year have one more thing to look after, and that is you are all eligible to be a Kiwanis Festival Audience Favorite Award winner, and you nominate yourself for that. So, David, could you go to... So this is an online nomination form, but the voting is done all summer, and you need a video for us to put online, so people who might have missed your live performance would be able to see you in action. So it's organized by age categories, and the videos are available all summer, and the voting closes at the end of September, and we will announce the winners. Could you go to the next slide, please, David? I want to give you a quick update on next year. We have confirmed the first number of adjudicators for next year. Those of you who are in piano this year, we have the same 2 adjudicators, but they're going to switch categories because they both went over very well with our participants. So Erica will do the senior players, and Ryan will do the junior players next year. We have Lisa Brion, who's going to do the music theater and songs from the screen and more categories. We have a string adjudicator named Jody Davenport coming to us. We have a really funky guitar adjudicator who is actually in town, so we hope that our guitarists learn that we do have an amazing person to do that category. And I'm delighted to say that Christopher Norton, who handled composition for us this year, he made the workshop that he does, originally was just for the people who were in composition. He made it available to anybody who enters our festival. So if anybody wants a little nudge in how you get going with composing your own stuff, that workshop is part of your entry fee next year. He's agreed to do it for us again. And the last slide, please, David, is a quick look at the dates for next year. Easter comes early next year, so we're going to start on Tuesday, April the 8th, and go for 3 weeks. Our encore concerts this year were a big hit, so I am going to ask all of you who participated this year for input into how we do those next year. We used 2 new venues, which I think were a big hit with everybody. So you will be getting a survey from me asking you to help me figure out how we're going to plan next year. And I think that's all we have to do tonight. Thank you so much for being part of this party. I will say that the job that I have is like organizing a big party, and I feel like I've done my job properly if the guests at the party had a good time. Did you have a good time? Especially all of you. Thank you very much. We're done. We'll see you next year.